Thanks for joining me, everyone. So check it out. I'm on a different island today. This is the island of Lanai. And I took a little snorkeling trip on a boat out to this island, to this bay. So here's a little bit of footage of me snorkeling. First time ever snorkeling. I was using my little Sony action cam with the underwater housing. So I got some cool footage of some fish. And, I didn't see a whole lot, but it was still a pretty cool experience. Kind of scary. I've never done that before, and I'm scared of sharks and stuff, man. It's crazy. So I had about, after snorkeling, I had about 15 minutes before the boat left back to Maui. And so I quickly squeezed in a painting here of this bay on the island of Lanai. And I just wanted to capture, this is, my first snorkeling experience. It was cool going to this island for the first time, the only time I've ever been to this island. And I thought it'd be a cool addition to the sketchbook. And as we'll see here, this ended up being one of my most favorite sketches of the entire trip to Hawaii. It must have been, I don't know, composition or the values and colors were just on point. I don't know if it was because I had to capture it really quickly. I just got lucky. Sometimes that happens. So obviously here I started out with the water, really strong, rich colors. And once again, I'm doing my technique of painting directly with watercolors, not doing many layers of washes here, going straight into the actual color that I'm seeing, using a lot of pigment. So trying to keep the value of that sky a lot lighter than the water. And I think by getting these two main values in here at the beginning, that's probably what helped me with the rest of the painting here. And the rest of this painting you'll see is this little bit of land. Basically what we saw at the very beginning, that scene that you, at the very beginning of this video, that's what I'm painting. This bit of island. These kind of cliffs jutting out into the ocean. And this bay there, that's where I did some snorkeling. So now that I quickly got those washes in at the beginning of the water transitioning into almost the beach, some shallow water there, and the sky, now I'm really focusing on slowing down and going with the focal point of this painting, which is this piece of land jutting out into this bay. It's a very interesting location. The part that I'm painting is mostly landscape, but off to the right of my paper, if this painting would have been a little bit wider, there's a big condo resort there, and I didn't really want that in the painting. So a lot of people come to this island just to go to that resort. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Hawaii is definitely interesting in that way. It's just a big tourist spot. But what I was going to say is this nature is really interesting because, it's right on the ocean. You think everything would be so green and lush and stuff. But this part of the island that I'm painting, a lot of it was very desert. It's like it doesn't rain that much. Just with the weather systems and the way these islands are, sometimes one side of the island will get a lot of water, a lot of rain. And then if there's some mountains or hills, the other side of the mountains or hills don't get a lot of water at all. So this part of the island, there's a little bit of variation with the greenery, and there was a lot of like dead bushes, added a little bit of a purple tinge to everything. So I haven't really gotten too far into that yet. I'm doing mostly rocks and a lot of the trees, and now some palm trees on top of the island there. So just slowly working into some different washes, different values, and varying my shapes and stuff. And these rocks, I mean, it was a pretty tall cliff. You know, I'm not sure the height in feet or anything. I'm not sure exactly how tall it was, but a lot of different sections of rock, and you know, it could have been 100 feet tall or something. I'm not 100% sure, but so there we go. Some little bit of purple there. Pushing the sky a little bit more there, looks like. I think that really helped bring it together a bit. And now I'm working on this cloud. And I think this cloud really brings everything together. You know, I think having that white of the paper as the cloud really helps give the light effect. And I think the kind of purple shadows in this cloud kind of tie into the purple on the land. It's just a really cool color harmony here. I think it just really worked. And the way that I was able to simplify this, because I had to work very quickly, because I almost got left on the island basically. So this island isn't very populated at all. There's only about 3,000 people on this island. So anyway, there's the finished painting. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the next one. Take care of yourself. Peace.